Hello, and welcome to yet again another episode of Movie Maidens. I am Morgan.
I am Dorsa.
And I am Margot.
And we are also joined by another new maiden today.
Hello, I'm Dustin. Nice to be here.
Welcome.
Yay!
Dustin's actually calling in from across the continent.
It's true.
Yeah, I guess. True.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm calling in from the wonderful world of Seattle.
There we go. Let's give it up for Seattle, guys.
Woo,
Let's give it up for
Seattle!
where dreams are made.
I love
That's true.
Seattle.
That's true.
So, Dustin, do you want to
Yes.
give a little intro about yourself? And if that's like way too much pressure, you can also say your Letterboxd top 4.
I'll intro myself. I'm obviously a long-time listener. I've been listening to the pod for a couple of years now. I'm really happy to be on here.
We
really
haven't
happy
even
to
known
be
you that
included.
long, but that's how loyal of a fan you are.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. No, well, I knew you guys before we all went to school together, which is how we actually met in person, not like parasocially.
Yes, Dustin is another VFS grad with us.
Yes.
Yeah. When I'm not at school and when I'm not listening to the Movie Maidens podcast, I am an editor. I edit things. I'm not good enough or established enough to say what I edit. I edit whatever wants me. I have no dignity and I have barely any money.
Wow.
So that's my introduction. Shall I also do a top 4?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't have enough concrete things. It's kind of on a whim for me, so I wanted to pick a couple that I felt like fit the film that we're talking about today. Some of my more fun picks. I love Black Dynamite. I think that's definitely one of my favorite, like just straight up comedy movies. I love Celine and Julie Go Boating. I think that's a really great one. I just got that at the Barnes & Noble sale. Yes. I love Brazil by Terry Gilliam. That one's hilarious. Yes. And then I'll pick one that is not fun to watch at all, but it was one that I was thinking about while listening to your guys' party episode.
Okay.
Which is the sequel to Castration Movie, which is called Castration Movie 2, shockingly, which features probably 40-minute long party scene that is like 2 unbroken shots like occurring simultaneously.
Oh my God.
And they all the audio is live, and they basically told the DJ to play as loud as possible, so you cannot understand a single thing anyone is saying for 40 minutes.
Awesome. Damn.
I saw that in a theater, and it was actually so awful, but it was very enjoyable to just sit and be miserable. And yeah, so that was one that I was thinking about listening to your guys' party episode, so I wanted to also highlight that.
Wow,
that's all I got.
Fire.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Have you ever seen, this is actually completely off topic already.
all good.
Have you ever seen Wicked?
Wicked?
I think that's what it's called. It's like a movie, and it's two POVs at once. Like there's 2 like films being run side by side, and it's about like a killer and like his victims, and one is from the POV of the victims and the other is the constant POV of the killer.
That's cool.
So you get to see what the killer's doing the whole time. Yeah. I saw it on TV a while
I'll have to
ago.
check that out.
Yeah, but you saying like 2 simultaneous things, and also that appears in the movie that we've decided to talk about.
It does, which I also thought about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want me to intro it? Does someone else want to intro it?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Dustin.
Phantom of the Paradise is a 1974 film by Brian DePalma. It follows Bill Finley as Winslow Leach, who is a songwriter and musician who is cucked majorly by
Accurate.
the record producer Swan.
Yes.
And it follows their relationship and the trials and tribulations of attempting to create art in a commercial sphere. And it's awesome. And it's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was so excited when Morgan told me that like this is like, and also when we received the email that this is like what you wanted to talk about, because like this is also one of my favorite movies. Like I showed this to both Morgan and Dorsa this year, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like super excited because I love this movie.
Yeah. And then I showed it to my parents. Whole train.
There we
Everyone
go.
loves it. Everyone loves
It's
it.
so good.
It is.
What I want to just kind of like open, like what is it about it? What makes it one of your favorite movies? What makes it something that you'd show your parents? What did your parents enjoy about it?
Oh,
This is me
well,
speaking generally.
I thought that my parents would like it because it's the type of movie they would like. It's a rock opera, and it's a parody of a film, basically, like in a way, like parodying Phantom of the Opera. And I was like, it's just kind of silly, and it's from the 70s, and those are all things that my parents like. So I was like, they'll just like it, and then they did. So
There you
I don't really
go.
have an exact reason why I showed them to them, but yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I like it because I like Phantom of the Opera. I'm not like a huge Phantom of the Opera fan. Like low-key, I started reading the book like forever ago, and I've made not that much progress on it. But I really like adaptations of things, and I love parodies.
Same.
And I think it's a very visually stunning film, and I like all of the songs in it.
Yeah.
Like too. I think it's really well done. Who the person who plays Swan?
Yeah.
Paul Williams.
A
Does
great
all
composer.
the music for the film. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is epic. My favorite scene is the concert with actually from the clip that we played at the beginning when you see,
The upholstery. The Beach Boys.
upholstery.
yeah, when you see all the
Yeah.
different wait, am I
Yeah.
all the
No,
different
no,
perspectives
you're
on
thinking of the right thing.
on the screen, like the
Yeah.
four view. I was like, this is sick, and I think that's my favorite part of the film.
Yeah. I really, really, really like this movie a lot. My mom, I think, was the one. Well, I had it on my radar for a while, but my mom was like, I recorded it for you. You need to see it. This is like, I was watching it and all I could think of was you. And I was like, okay, that's accurate, because I love like the specific era of like music that it covers, and it's satirizing like particularly. Like I love surf rock. I love the like kind of like very abstract like late 70s rock. I love the industry and the cogs that make that that kind of make that industry move, and I love like tracking the rise and fall of stars. Like when I heard the opening song, like it's Eddie, right? Or
Goodbye, Eddie.
Goodbye, Eddie, goodbye. Yeah. And I was like, that's actually sick as fuck. And I love Winslow, and I crash out like Winslow heavy.
Yeah.
And I love it. I just love the movie. It's so good.
Yeah, upon seeing the movie, it we like referenced it all the time as like a
Yeah.
it's a
Winslow Leach level crash out.
Yeah,
Also, like that one scene where it's like, no, but he's lying and he's taking stolen my music.
Oh yeah, like Swan stolen my music and
and
framed me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was we'd send like the gif of that to each other
Yeah.
too. Oh, that's really funny. But
Yeah.
did you guys actually know who Winslow Leach is named after?
No.
No, I feel
So
like I should.
I was trying to find some like fun facts for this film, and I came across the grindhousedatabase.com. Grindhousedatabase.com. And it had a little list of facts, and it says here the character of Winslow Leach, the Phantom, was named after director Brian DePalma's mentor, Wilford Leach. Winslow was inspired by the idea of Wilford having a son and what he would be like. Since William Finley and De Palma were both students of Leach, they knew he could be very thoughtful, but also had a volatile temper.
Wow, that's kind of
Very
cute.
interesting.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
Did you guys know? I did some research, not extensive research, but that originally Paul Williams, he was brought on to do the music, and then they actually were like, wait, you'd be perfect for Leach.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of he was worried because he was going to do this movie with Bill Finley for like ages. And then he was kind of like, I don't know if we can do it. Let's get Paul Williams. But obviously, they found the right balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Also, to also talk about like original casting, Brian DePalma apparently he originally considered the group Sha Na Na for the roles of the Juicy
Really?
Fruits.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but the group was like huge at
Yes.
the time, and he also apparently found them too difficult to work with.
That makes sense. There's
Um,
a reason why Sha Na Na has faded into obscurity. I'm sorry, Sha Na Na fans.
All of the Sha Na Na
All of-
fans
all
listening
five
are
of them.
they're gonna burn down the studio.
They're gonna get me.
Yeah, they're gonna dox you.
They are.
Do people get swatted in Canada? Is that a thing?
What? No, not really. It's not a
Okay.
thing.
I think it's like harder to do here than
SWAT like the guys that go into your house and
Yeah.
like rape
yeah,
your
but
house.
like people will swat people by like
They
sending.
say like they have a bomb in their
bomb.
house.
They'll, like,
or
lie
they
to get
they
that
have
person,
hostages.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So like people do
usually-
this to streamers all the time.
You can do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
so easy
America's
in
awesome.
America.
Oh, wow.
You can like do it on anyone. Yeah, like
Damn.
that
I know, it's
people
little-
like stream snipe people and do that.
Oh shit! I knew about doxing. I didn't.
That's like a form of.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a separate form of
Wow,
doxing.
clearly they don't do it here. If I
Yeah, I know. The second you were like, "What?" I was like, "Okay."
yeah. Sorry, controversial. We have an American on
It's
our,
okay.
our
No,
podcast.
it's
no,
not-
I know.
it's
But
not
it makes me
controversial.
perfect because this is a very American movie.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
The American judicial system is.
I thought you were about to
but,
say the
uh,
American dream. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, it kind
It's
of
like
is
a
in
failed
Yeah,
American.
it
well, the
is.
American
Yeah.
dream isn't real.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the
I think a lot
American
of these
nightmare.
like
but- exactly.
it's like rags to riches, backs to back
Yeah,
to
pull up your
rags.
boot,
And
Yeah.
so-
bootstraps, neoliberalism, Margaret Thatcher.
yeah.
He
Just
becomes a
word
cog in
jumble.
the machine, literally. Part machine.
Literally.
Cog.
Yes,
But to bring Canada back, do you guys actually know? Sorry, these fun facts are actually so fun. But obviously, well, maybe not obviously. I mean, this is kind of like a cult film because like it was a box
Oh, for
office
sure.
flop.
It was a big flop.
when it came
well, yeah.
out, but the only place in North America where the film had lasting power was in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, where it stayed on the screens for months.
Yo, Canadians get it.
Why?
So apparently Winnipeg was like, yeah, we rocking with
Well, they got
Phantom of the
nothing else
Paradise.
over there, bro.
I guess
We
that's
love
true.
Winslow
Yeah.
Leach.
They're like, we've never seen anything like this before.
Probably,
It's like
true.
a
probably
movie.
because people in Winnipeg have it awful. Like they're like dying all year, and so they're like, "Yo, the
Yeah.
Winslow Leach crashed out."
Yeah.
That's how
Also-
my target stuff.
Also, Canada
Literally.
is
Yeah.
like behind pop culturally
Yes.
than America is. So like, if they got something like Phantom of the Paradise, they'd be like, "What the hell? What is this?"
I feel
Yeah.
like we just have our own pop culture, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
like we have a much more British pop culture than we do American.
That's true.
Especially back
we also,
then.
We also got the Canadian pop culture, which
Yeah.
is like if you've in How I Met
How I
Your
Met Your
Mother,
Mother, yeah.
when Robin Sparkles.
Yeah, and she's like the 90s didn't get to. She's
Yeah.
like the 80s didn't get to Canada till the 90s or something like
and she's
that.
like, this is like totally normal in Canada, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this? This is so like erotic."
What is this? Yeah. It's like, oh, you want to stroke my beaver? And it's like, yeah. And it's like a little beaver puppet. It's like a like a little
Yeah.
guy.
And it's like, it wants to eat my wood, or so.
How much wood do you think I could feed my beaver? It's
Yeah. And then they're like pulling on like a joystick, and they're like,
Yeah,
we
they're
gotta
like,
do
dude,
multiplication.
yeah.
We do have like a weirder, more erotic culture. We talked about
Yeah.
that
Well,
when I was in Canadian films.
Yeah, well, also
something
like
sinister and
something
erotic
that me and
about
my
Canada.
parents have always talked about with the Canadian rating system, specifically Quebec, versus the American rating system, is that an American film will have all of the death and destruction possible ever, and be rated like PG, but as soon as there's like a kiss, it's rated like R,
R-rated.
and then Quebec will be like all the sex, so
Yeah,
much
it's like
sex,
incest
porn,
sex,
porn,
yeah.
porn, and then it'll be like PG, and then it'll be like, oh, one person shot, okay, now it's rated R, and I think
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that that's very funny. There's
Just-
there's a lot of like stuff that I would sneak into before I was allowed to go to an R-rated movie, and no one would care because it was like an art film with like a gay kiss in it, and they were like, "We're not gonna."
I'm not
like, if I
gonna
was
stop this kid. Like,
like if I was sneaking into like Silent Night, Deadly Night, maybe I could understand why they'd be like, "Dude, come on." But I was like, it was not that serious. I have a couple of kind of questions, more theoretical questions, just about what we think of the film. Is that permissible?
Absolutely.
For sure.
yes.
Okay. I'm curious first, because this applies to how I view Brian DePalma as just a figure and as an artist. But I'm curious how you guys would define the term cinematic. What defines something as cinematic? Because I think it's a very used term, and I think it's a very nebulous term. But this is a film that, and Brian DePalma is a filmmaker who I would describe as very cinematic, and I have my reasonings, but I'm curious, maybe you guys disagree, or maybe you would have a different definition of it than I would. So that's a question that comes to mind about this film.
You can go first.
Oh, okay. I would say just like visually beautiful, just like visually stimulating. Like the framing is good, the blocking is good, the lighting is nice. Like those aspects is kind of what I would consider if it looks cinematic, you know? Like that's what I'm thinking. If someone's like, yo, that film, that was so cinematic, bro, I'd be like, okay, so it was like nice looking. Yeah. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully agree. That's pretty similar to what I was gonna say, but I'd say like specifically like with this film, I'd say like and De Palma's films in general, sometimes a lot of people have like accused De Palma of like borrowing too much from like other auteurs and like being too referential. But I think that a lot of times, and like this like movie really shows that it really is to his like benefit with how cinematic his films are, because like his films are like constantly like moving. Like I feel like he really makes the most of the medium, and I feel like that really is like the definition of like cinematic to me. Like not only does he like deal very heavily in visuals, but also like sound. Like the sound in this film is like great.
Yeah.
And like I'm thinking of like a film like Blowout as well of his, like where sound factors in so heavily. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
I agree with you guys. I just think specifically again with Brian De Palma, like I honestly have not seen that many of his films, but Carrie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Other than the I think that the beginning scene is a little too long, I think. Other than that, I'm like, you know, I get it. Okay. But I guess that's the point. I mean, whatever. But I would say, like, and to also, you know, talk about the definition of cinematic, kind of when all the elements, like, work together well. Like, I know that's so simple, but, like, everything comes together in a way where, to me, I'm like, I get this is telling a story. Like, just visually enough, like, aside from, like, the story, like, visually, it has intent. Like I see everything seems like it is intentionally there and like perfectly and meticulously placed and sculpted to have this vision come together in a way that we see it and we go, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah. What about you?
No, I think that makes sense. To me, it's like it's a lot of what you guys said, and it's specifically a movement thing, because cinematic is to me about what separates it from other things. And you guys have had lectures on this, so I won't. I don't want to kill you guys.
No.
But it's like, you know, there's movement and there's time in film, and I think one of the things that I really love about De Palma is that I feel like he really makes use of those aspects that you don't have in photography or in painting or in some of these other things, and how he does it, and also the fact that I think he does it, in this film specifically, he does it, and it's really and this is, once again, this is my opinion, it's really like rough.
Yeah.
Like and he was, I think it sometimes bores me a little bit when I see like contemporary filmmakers, or even some of the filmmakers who, you know, like a Hitchcock, who he's, you know, often accused of aping, but who do it very like slickly. Like everything is so, you know, so perfect and so like clever, and it's very enjoyable. But one thing I really like about De Palma here with this film is that it's so rough around the edges. There's so many, you know, things that kind of almost work perfectly, but just don't. And I'm not a stickler for continuity of anything, as you guys can, especially Morgan, can probably attest to.
I can definitely attest to it.
You can't be with this film, bro. With Phantom of the Paradise.
But you know, you notice it here, and there's some of those things that I find so like invigorating, because it's like you see someone actually trying, whereas in even in like some of his later, like a Mission Impossible or something, where there's so much more money behind it, it just all flows by effortlessly. This, it feels like he's really like in every scene, I'm going to do the most with the movement and the camera and the sound that I can possibly do, and I don't have all the resources to facilitate that. I'm just gonna try as hard as I can, and I don't know, which that's straying off track, but I find that very endearing.
No, I think that's on track.
I think it's completely on track because, again, guys, I was looking at these freaking fun facts because I think that there's almost like maybe I'm being a little too generous with my definitions of words, but I'm like there's almost like an uncanny feel to the production design where like some things I'm like that's right, but it seems like it's kind of off, maybe like not off in like a not executed well way, but like an intentionally like it's not like necessarily maybe comforting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that just kind of fits into the style of the film.
Exactly. But I think part of like the actual production design behind it, like process of it, adds to it because apparently like the Death Records, like it was originally planned to be Swan Song was the original name.
Yeah,
and
makes sense.
for example, like in the airport scene when Beef is introduced, you can see like the Death Records logo is like superimposed on top of Swan Song, right? And in other things you can see that there's like a label underneath the label and stuff like that. And it's because they ran into trouble with Led Zeppelin's label with the name Swan Song.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because that was what, like 74 that Led Zeppelin did that. They had done that like just as they finished filming or something.
Brutal, actually brutal.
And so they're like, no, they had a Winslow Leach crash out.
Winslow Leach level crash out.
And it's valid, you know?
Yeah. Guys, I swear, one more fun fact about the.
It's okay, bro.
You can have as many as you want, bro.
No, I was enjoying reading about it.
Because this is more about speaking about the production designer for this was Jack Fisk, and if you look at the credits of the film, you actually see that Sissy Spacek is credited as a set dresser.
Wow.
And it's because they were dating at the time. So it's likely, the likely theory is that, she was there helping him because she was already an established like actress at the time. But so she was there just with her boyfriend. She got a set dresser.
For all of those who don't know who that is, what's she been in?
Carrie. She's
Oh.
Brian De Palma's other film.
Oh,
Carrie.
guys, I don't
She
know
plays
names.
Carrie.
You know this. You know this about me. Some very well-known fact.
All good.
I haven't seen Carrie.
She's also now married to Jack Fisk.
Yeah.
There was an interview that came out with him a couple years ago.
Aw,
and it was
that's
like
cute.
at their like farmhouse. It was very sweet.
That is cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. I like how also like Sissy Spacek. There's a couple actors who are in some of his movies, even if just one of De Palma's movies. But I feel like I always find there's a quality to a lot of the performances in his stuff that I find also very like it's heightened.
Yeah.
It's not realistic, but it's enjoyable and it to what I think you said, Dorsa, like everything working together in kind of a very cohesive way. Like Sissy Spacek and Carrie and everyone in Phantom of the Paradise is like, yeah, are they real? No, but they really work. They really work towards the movie. And when there's a scene that, and maybe Carrie is a better example because Carrie has subdued moments. But like I feel like I remember like Carrie's like gym teacher or whoever, like I remember her, there's a lot of their conversations. I'm like, oh, this feels more natural because it kind of has to be. You have to believe this moment. And so the filmmaking is more subdued there as well. Like I appreciate too that it's like I feel like he knows when to go crazy and when to kind of hold back. Yeah.
No, I completely agree.
I don't know.
I think Swan's like friend / like the manager of a lot of the talent, like Philbin, kind of fulfills the same role that like the gym teacher does in like Carrie, where he's like, you're just like on too much like drugs, like it's actually fine, like it's whatever. Like I feel like there's usually like one or two characters that kind of like ground that insanity. But yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying because I think a lot of like parallels can be drawn, like even like Swan and like Carrie's mom. Like they kind of like Paul Williams and like Piper Laurie kind of play this like similar like antagonistic, you're not gonna get rid of me kind of role.
Yeah.
Like this like
I'm here.
Yeah, this like parasitical person that's like fucked you up, and
like,
like
you
life
need me.
won't let you get rid of them, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think De Palma is kind of the king of like crash outs, to be honest. Like
yeah.
I the first time I saw Carrie, I genuinely like cried and cried and cried and cried because I felt like it
real.
spoke so much to my experience like being bullied at school, where like there's nothing like really wrong with Carrie other than that she doesn't want to engage with other people. And she's kind of acts a little bit unusually at times, and she's like very much relentlessly like tormented for not like wanting to engage. So yeah, and then when I watched Phantom of the Paradise, I was also like, I get Winslow. Like, I don't know, there's something about his characters that like really speak to me. Maybe I'm a very emotionally like
Very
volatile
human
person.
element.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Well, did you know that Philbin?
There's like sorry.
No, all I was gonna say is that Philbin was named after Mary Philbin, who was in the original Phantom, like the 1925 Phantom of the Opera.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Is
is
like
that a
there's
similar role?
no, no, but I believe she stars in that film. It's just another homage. Because there's like there's so many.
It's
in
homage
this
upon
film.
homage.
Yeah, there's like a touch of evil reference.
But
there's,
it is
so
like
many
a
Frankenstein
parody,
reference.
so you would
exactly.
hope that there would be like
Very
homages.
postmodern.
It's
which I
a
love.
parody of multiple things, though.
Yeah.
It's a parody
Yeah.
of Faust as well.
I actually I wanted to ask about like some of those like references because that's something I really enjoy. Is like the obviously Phantom of the Opera, but then Beauty and the Beast, and then Faust, and then Picture of Dorian Gray, and all this
Cask of
other kind of random
Amontillado.
stuff. I hadn't picked up on that, but you're totally right. Oh,
What can I say?
dang! but I'm curious because I think an interesting thing in this is, to me, a lot of those references function very well because it kind of mirrors like the references exist and they're very clear. You're like, okay, Faust, clear. That's text in the story. But that it's then, kind of commercialized or popified by the characters and by the film. The film makes like a pop kind of commercial entertainment thing out of Faust. And out of Beauty and the Beast and out of all these things. And I think that's kind of an interesting way to mirror, like, kind of mirror what I feel like the film does with its references, what the characters have done to them.
It's like
I guess
meta.
is what I'm trying to say. A little bit, yeah. But I'm curious, how do you guys feel like some of the wide range of references, like, does it take you out of it? Do you enjoy it more because you're like, oh, things I know Faust?
I mean, I love everything postmodern, and I love reference humor, and I love parody, and I love adaptation. So like whatever, call me brain rotted, whatever. I love it. I go, I know this. This is just like this. This is just like this. The pattern recognition, monkey brain, dopamine, whatever you want to freaking call it. I love it. I love it. It does not take me out of it at all.
I don't think that's brain rotted.
No, I know.
Yeah, I would just think that's you're learned,
Yeah, but all the old heads are like, oh, these postmodern kids.
They can't say shit, bro. Like the movies coming out in the 70s were referential.
Yeah.
Like
no, exactly.
That's true.
I don't want to hear it.
There's this idea of like, oh, like the youth or whatever only knowing the stuff that references the stuff and like having not seen
not the source
original.
material.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a concern that like Winslow Leach has.
Yeah, because he doesn't even want the juicy fruits.
Yeah, he's cover. Like, I don't want this to be poppy, like whatever. He's like, I'm a
he's
composer. So particular about like, no, this is like high art. This is this. They're like, no, they're gonna ruin my sonata. He's
Cantata.
So cantata, yeah.
That's real. That's low-key me watching Phantom of the Paradise because I haven't seen Phantom of the Opera.
That's
because
okay.
we tried watching it and my
Which
friends
one? The Emmy Rossum one?
Emmy Rossum one, yeah. We tried watching it and in like a group, and that was like the worst idea ever. We were all like so bored, and we couldn't finish it. Well, I can talk about my least favorite part of the film.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
His metal teeth.
Yep.
I really, really dislike them.
I love them.
I'm like, okay, cool, but I agree with you because I'm like, that's horrifying. They stole his fucking teeth.
No, I know.
I'm like,
that's
he
my
went
thing.
to prison, and that again, the American judicial system being put on display
Prison
because
industrial complex too.
prison industrial complex in the labor system. Prison labor is just slave labor. Slavery never ended in America. I'm singing it so it's a little more tolerable, and maybe people will listen.
Yeah, but I just keep thinking about how I would hate to have metal teeth.
Yeah.
And I would hate it so
'cause
much.
your teeth
It would
would get so cold.
I was about to say it'd be so cold, and it was just, and then feeling the metal on the metal be horrible, and the texture would be horrible, and like eating would be horrible, and so whenever
mango is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Winslow Leach.
yeah.
Drip.
So when I look at him, I just think about how bad it would be to actually have that, not like him in drip sense, you know, like if, if he had like grills in,
if he had chosen to have metal teeth. I think it's the lack of autonomy that really chills me to my core.
yeah.
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 Did you guys know though that his teeth getting pulled is actually, that's another just straight up reference.
To what?
It's like a random graphic novel. I don't remember what it's called. It's like a random graphic novel from the 30s, and there's just a line in it that's like exactly what the prison warden says, like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to pull your teeth. It's too much of a risk," or whatever they say. It's just verbatim from this random graphic novel from the 30s.
That's awesome. This is why I love Brian DePalma, because like when I write, I'm like, and this is just like this, and this is just like this, like Loki, like, and I like, because it shows that his commitment to cinema of being like a fan of fucking everything, and just like, but I like that he's like, yo, I'm gonna put this shit in here because I like it, because it's like, why else do people put stuff into
literally
art, right? It's like, why, it's like, like why like make it such like a serious thing where it's like, I can't do this, bro. You've already dedicated your life to making movies. Like, you're not gonna have fun with it.
Yeah. Or just like put in homages to things that you're inspired by, bro.
No,
Like,
exactly.
That's okay. You're allowed to do that.
If you, because a lot of times, like especially in like the creative process, as we all know, like when someone asks you to describe what you mean, a lot of times we use references, right? We go, oh, like I wanted to evoke like this feeling from this. So why not like use that as an element if that's exactly what you're going for? If you know that is what you want, why not?
What you were saying earlier, Margot, about how people criticize De Palma for his like use of references and things.
Yeah.
Like, if they're gonna criticize him for that, they should also be criticizing like Tarantino. For the exact same thing, because like I don't know how much overlap like there is on like that. Like if people are like, well, De Palma does this, and then they're just like omitting like everything that
A lot.
Tarantino does.
Yes, no, a lot. For some, I'm like, yo, if you're like of all like the dude bro film bros, I'm like, yo, pick De Palma as your number one, bro, as your freaking bias. Don't why Tarantino? Like
he's in defeat.
And guys, like maybe this, I was literally talking about this earlier today, like maybe this is controversial. I've only seen one film that's directed by Quentin Tarantino, and that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I have seen True Romance, a screenplay written by him.
Yes, I love True Romance.
And I haven't seen other things because, frankly, every time I'm like, oh, I want to see this movie, I'm like, it's Tarantino, and it frankly just makes me not care for it as much.
Don't you want to see a white person say the N-word?
Oh, yes. Yes, his favorite thing. Oh, and when he's not directing and it's True Romance, he's like, I'll have, you know what, Dustin Hoffman's character. No, it's not Dustin Hoffman. Who is it? It's...
the guy
Dennis
from
Hopper?
Heathers? The guy
No.
It's
I'm having a
Ed Harris.
No.
I think it's Ed Harris. Oh,
in True Romance?
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis
That's what
Hopper.
I said. That's what
Dennis,
I said.
Sorry,
Dennis
sorry.
Hopper is
Yeah, Dennis Hopper's character says the N-word.
Yeah, because I remember you telling me this.
Yes. Yeah. But
yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with references. Like
I
people
thought you were about
getting
to
in-
say there's nothing wrong with white people saying the N-word. That's actually what I thought you were about to say.
Hey guys, so
I was also
gonna be like,
thinking
whoa.
that's not me.
whoa.
I'd never say that. Please. No, bro. Yeah. So I think De Palma does it better. Sorry.
I think-
That's real.
I also think he might be frozen.
Zoom's glitching. No, Zoom's
We're
glitching.
like, wow, he's holding that
we
face
have
for a
an
while.
unstable internet connection. Tell us about references Tarantino versus De Palma. What you were gonna say?
Type it in chat.
Type it in chat. We'll read it.
Being
Okay,
bad.
cool. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Upholstery.
I actually love
Yeah.
that song. I was unironically listening to that song like a couple months ago.
It's so good.
I have many memories of watching this and being in Vancouver and walking around and listening to that song.
Yes, me too. I was also listening to
very
it in
chill.
Vancouver walking around.
So was I.
Yes.
Wow.
So wait, Dustin, you made a face when Dorsa was talking about
know.
Tarantino does references worse than De Palma.
Yeah, well, because he loved about Brian De Palma, and I very much am of the opinion that I do think a lot of young people only know the references. So I do think a lot of people aren't inquisitive enough about where things come from, and I think Tarantino has like, as much as there's a lot within his films that I do really enjoy, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think he has like, I think him and a lot of other contemporary filmmakers and even people who I like more, like a Scorsese or someone like that, I think they've done a lot to hurt people. I think people have not taken their stuff correctly or in as productive of a manner as they could. Even if the work itself is not implicit in that, I think the reception of a lot of these references has began and ended at the references. And so then, you know, because Tarantino's using a lot of the same techniques that Brian De Palma's using for his own kind of ends. And so people only interpret those techniques for the same end that Tarantino's using them for. And so then everyone proceeds to use one technique for one purpose because that's where they've seen it. Whereas if you see Brian De Palma use it, he's using it for a completely different reason that Tarantino saw and understood what he was doing and why he was doing it and said, oh, I think I can kind of retool that. And I think that shows some prowess on his part, as much as I don't like to compliment him. I do think he understands film and has a good understanding of it because I think he knows how to remix these things.
Yeah.
But I think the culture of contemporary film doesn't. And I find it very sad sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And I think like I'm kind of meeting in the middle of both of what you guys are saying because I think a lot of that culture of like people being kind of like ignorant to these references, like, because like these filmmakers are referencing things they love, obviously. And they're like, I want more people to know about this. But the thing is, I think what Dorsa's kind of pointing out and what you're also kind of pointing out at the same time, both kind of in different ways, is like, there's become this culture of like, oh, like Tarantino is like making a reference. It's a Tarantino reference and people don't dig deeper.
Yeah. I feel like it's more overt in I don't know, to me, maybe here's the thing. I'm also like a film nerd, right? Like we have to take that into in perspective. Like if we're thinking about like audience theory, audience reception theory, like different people are primed to different things because of their personal experiences, their background, everything about them, right? We all have our own unique view of the world. But I feel like personally with Tarantino stuff, again, this is all opinion, so I could be wrong, but people will like, kind of like Margot was saying, will view Tarantino stuff and like be like, oh, this is so cool that this epic shot from Tarantino film. And like I feel like with Tarantino, a lot of it's like stuff like shots and stuff that maybe people that aren't into film wouldn't know. Oh, this is like a reference to this. I don't know.
I wouldn't say that's true though, because like a lot of his stuff is like pretty implicitly like there's like, it is like shots, but like with something like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like there's like posters and like other like direct references.
I feel like that's like a
purely,
period
like,
piece, right?
Yeah, but like even in Kill Bill, like like she's got like Bruce Lee's like jumpsuit on. Like it's not. It's also within like the like world of the film too. But there are like stuff with shots. But I've also seen just more Tarantino than you have. But though I've seen like not by Tarantino. A wide margin.
I've literally seen only one film directed by him. But I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because like Phantom of the Paradise, like within the title, it's obvious that it's like a spin of Phantom of the Opera. Like I feel like it's kind of maybe an impossible situation for someone to see Phantom of the Paradise and like have no idea about Phantom of the Opera at all, and like not understand it's a reference to that. But like there could be people that like watch Kill Bill that have seen no like East Asian action movies and have no idea 100%. that that's Bruce Lee's jumpsuit. You know, like that's kind of, I guess, more what I'm saying, where I feel like even like, again, Faust is mentioned by name in the film. You know, like a lot of these things are like very, very obvious references. Like that's why I like it, because I think it's really fun. Where I feel like, you know, no one's saying, oh, De Palma thought of this narrative in which there's this person and then their face is disfigured and then their music is stolen. Like, no one's thinking that that's an original story by Brian De Palma. Whereas a lot of things that I feel like Tarantino is borrowed, I feel like I personally see more often be misinterpreted to maybe be of his own personal style, rather than his style being that reference humor, or not humor, but you know what I mean, references.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I would agree. I think that's very well said.
Guys, I can articulate myself well every once in a while.
You articulate yourself well.
I struggle
Don't put
to
yourself down.
get there. I struggle to get there.
But you get there, bro.
You do get there.
Guys, this is the freaking Socratic method, guys. It's dialogue.
No,
It's
that's
all.
good. It's good. You get there. That's what matters.
And I think it's important for people to have these kind of discussions about films with their friends and just anyone, because it's, you know, keeping that media literacy, critical thinking muscle sharp, which is important to have times like this where we can't trust the digital image anymore.
For sure.
Yeah, and this is like on topic but off topic, putting like a random person on blast. I hope this person does not listen to this. Like, this is literally one thing someone said in class today, but it really aligns with what we're talking about, because we were talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in class today, and someone like, our professor was like, oh, like what references did you guys catch, blah blah blah. And someone responded and said, oh, yeah, well, the first time I watched this movie, I had no clue who Sharon Tate was. And I was like, actually, like my jaw like dropped. I was like, so you're watching this film, you're going in.
You don't know it's like an alternate history.
You don't
I
know,
didn't.
like,
Really?
That's crazy.
Going in,
I didn't know that it was going to be an alternate history.
I didn't know it was going to be alternate going in, but like,
But
did you know about
who she was, like, and what happened to her?
well, you know
originally
that I
happened?
don't know names of people. So like, yes, but also no. And I watched it with my mom, and my mom hates Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She hated it so much that really affected my viewing
It is his
experience.
whitest movie.
And well, my mom was just kind of, I think she hated that it was different than it was historically. Like, I don't think she like appreciated the changes and liked them, and I think that was like her criticism. It was, I was like 14. I don't remember. But I just remember she hated it so much that I didn't really like the movie too much. But because, you know, when you're watching a film and someone's just like, this sucks, this sucks, this
You're
sucks.
like, you're right, this does suck.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching it, and I mean, I watched Forrest Gump and thought that he was a real person. Like, just to know,
Because of the editing.
the edit, just the historic, like, they placed him in real events. So I was like, this gotta be true. That's just kind of,
Is that dialectical? No.
I'm
it's
just
not.
gullible, guys.
Ontological montage.
I'm just gullible, guys, you know? Anyway, so I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and the whole time, my mom, we're in the basement, and she's just like talking. She's like, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. So then I was like, well, then what actually fucking happened, bro? And then I was like, well, you got to tell me what actually happened. And then she was like, these are like, you know, like the Manson cult? And I was like, oh, yeah. And like everything. And I was like, I do see that. So I should probably rewatch it, Loki. But I actually have to, because it's on our exam. But.
I had watched a lot of, I just knew a lot about the whole Sharon Tate Manson cult stuff, and like I'd watch videos of it's like touring the house or whatever, the haunted house in which she was killed, and I just seen a lot of that stuff. So like, when that part of the movie came up, I was like, wait, this is so fucking funny. I was like, yeah, like I was like, wait, like I think that's the most engaged I was in the movie, because I was like, wait, really? I'm like, wait, because this Loki looks like,
No, that's real.
I like that alternate history, because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let her live.
Yeah.
Actually,
like,
yeah,
you know
let
what?
her and her
Let her
unborn
live.
baby live.
Let her live. Yeah.
Actually,
And
horrific.
Mikey Madison's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also funny to think about, like, in his, like, Tarantino's thing of, like, you know, there's a lot of a case to be made for how he treats women in his movies, but then I feel like but that in this, it almost, to me, as much as I do enjoy it, it almost feels like him being like, no, I'm good, guys. I let Sharon Tate live.
I love women.
No, every once in a while.
I let the hottest woman live, guys.
Every once in a while, like he does like release a movie like that. Like, my favorite Tarantino is probably Death Proof.
There you go.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Just because like the end is like, but look, women actually get this guy in the end. So it's okay. But yeah. Anyway.
He's gonna make a Rosa Parks movie next. So.
Stop.
He is?
No.
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 He wishes.
Example of how I'm gullible.
Bro, freaking
I hope
Spike Lee
not.
would have a field day.
Bro. Yeah.
Spike Lee and his high and low new version with Ice Spice or whatever.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
let me out of here.
Spike Lee Tarantino collab?
Dude, that was awesome. Don't.
No, bro, he
don't
hates
talk trash
Tarantino.
about that.
I'm joking.
I know,
I'm
no, I
joking.
No, I know that. But
Tarantino
don't
be like, listen, man, you just gotta let me do my
Don't
thing.
talk trash
man."
about highest to lowest.
Highest to lowest.
Highest to
I'll
lowest?
try not to.
High and low. Wait, isn't that
It was sick. It was sick.
You've seen it?
high and low? Isn't that a
High
Who
and
was that
low is a
to, me?
Kurosawa.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I just don't want to be wrong.
The you've seen it was to you, Dustin. Yes.
Yeah.
Highest to lowest came out.
Yeah. I
Is
I'm
it
living
good?
under a
Oh,
rock.
yeah, it came out like in the summer. I
Is it
think.
good?
I'm living under a rock, guys.
I liked it quite a bit.
Is this
Everyone
the one
I
with
saw
Ice
it
Spice?
with hated it, but I liked it. So
Yes, this
Is
the one
Ice
with
Spice good in
Thought I was feeling you. I'm in Spike Lee movie. Okay.
yeah, she's in it very briefly.
She steals the show.
Big pants.
Bro, I just don't like Ice Spice, guys.
No,
She has the perfect
She's
birthday.
in the
Scat
show.
fetish, yes or
What's
no?
her birthday?
January 1st, 2000.
Wow. Wait, she's a scat fetish?
Is that what you said? That's what I said. Yeah, I said scat fetish, yes or no. I'm sorry,
Wow.
guys. Just because she's always singing about poop and pooping her pants and poop. Like, you guys.
Wow.
Anyone else notice this?
I did
You
notice
the
it.
shit, bitch. You not
That's
even
fair.
the fart. Rah!
I have thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that she sings it. I just never thought about the scat fetish.
I mean, I make a
just
lot
sings-
of poop jokes, but I don't got Scottish. So.
Yeah, but she's like singing like I'm pooping in my diaper, like, and it's
Is
like,
she-
is this a bar? Like,
Hold on now. I never heard the poopy in my diaper.
she's. I swear, there's something.
She said that her childhood crush was SpongeBob, which I thought was really funny.
Wow.
But
They
guys,
got big pants.
actually,
Okay.
Phantom of the Paradise, guys.
Yeah. Back on
Oh,
track.
What is everybody's favorite scene from Phantom of the Paradise?
I already talked about my favorite scene. So.
You did.
I can talk about low key like what I think is like the scariest scene is when his freaking not even when he's getting I almost said when he's getting bricked up. Not even when he's getting cask of
Enclosed.
Amontillado, yeah.
Oh.
But when he's his head is like in the record press.
Oh, in
Oh,
the press.
yeah.
And it became way more scary when earlier today
Yeah.
I read about that scene that apparently it was like a real it was a real press. Where'd it go? Hold on, I'm so sorry, it's literally right here.
And it malfunctioned and he actually got crushed. Is that what you were going to say?
He didn't completely
All that
get
is
crushed.
real. Winslow
Almost,
said it.
almost. So it was a real pressing. It was like at like a real pressing plant, I believe. And they were worried about if it would be safe, but the crew was like, no, it'll be safe. They put like chalks in the center to stop it from closing, and like it was like fitted with foam pads, like in between it. But the machine was powerful enough to crush the chalks, and it gradually kept closing. And William Finley, like he was just quick enough that he saved himself from being hurt. But so the scream in that scene is real.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow, this is like a Lord of the Rings fact.
Yeah. So the scream, he's actually just like, get my head out of here.
Damn. Damn.
That is according to the website I found.
I'd believe it.
What about
That's
you,
awesome.
Maiden Dustin? What's your favorite scene?
I like his little record press extravaganza. I'm a very big fan of the sequence where Paul Williams is restoring his voice, because that's an
Yes.
example of a scene that is it's so effectively done, and it is completely it's so hard to take seriously because it is so absurd that is just, how is any of this work? But I can, every time I'm working with audio, I'm always like, filters, Dolby's.
Phoenix.
And I think of that scene, and I'm like, it's so funny, and it's so effective, and you're like, dang, it's like beautiful. You're like, he's actually a really good music producer. Which
Yeah.
I think
cooking.
it's a funny detail that like it'd be really easy to make him just trash.
Yeah. And
But no, he's like good.
and in the perfect voice is just Paul Williams' voice. Like when he's like tuning it and he's like, "Oh, it's perfect."
Oh yeah,
It's Paul Williams.
Yeah.
Wow.
singing.
So it's a little
Yeah.
narcissistic. I'm joking.
Oh, it's Paul Williams' singing voice?
Yes. That's when it's like
he's
tuned to
I was
perfect.
What
not
about-
myself last night.
Oh.
That's Paul Williams singing. And then in the movie, Swan's like perfect.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's another one of the fun facts.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
I knew that.
Wow.
Wow, I knew a fun fact. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just recognized his voice. I have a fun fact for you guys before I share my favorite scene, which is, did you guys know that Paul Williams also wrote Rainbow Connection?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it's true.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I was thinking William Finley.
no, that'd be crazy.
Rainbow Connection like Kermit?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, whoa.
No, I didn't know that because again, I don't know names of people. So if I did know that, I wouldn't have known the name to associate it with this. Do you know what I mean?
That's actually fair.
Yeah.
That's
As I've demonstrated a lot this episode, I don't know names.
That's real though. That's okay. Everybody's
is
got their
okay.
Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Or that some guy's heel, as you might say. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny, but I know who he is, so
Oh,
you know.
I mean, he also wrote for like, Barbra Streisand, the Monkees,
Yeah, of
Carpenters.
course.
Very prolific.
Prolific
Composer.
songwriter.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't actually know if I have a favorite scene, but I have a lot of favorite moments in the film that I'm just gonna quickly mentally try to run through and express to you guys. In the teeth taking out scene, I love it when the prison guard and the prison warden go, "Okay, who else here is innocent?" and everyone raises their
Everyone
hand.
raises their hand.
Yeah.
I love when they plant
Yeah.
when they plant smack on him and they're like,
Oh,
"What do we have
What do we have
here?"
here? He's like, no.
Yeah, that is good.
I really love this is
Yeah.
a hyper specific.
That's smack, Jack.
Yes. That's smack, Jack. You're going away for a long time, or whatever they say. I love it. I love the one specific moment when Winslow and Phoenix meet for the first time, and he immediately starts singing with her.
Yeah.
And they immediately start harmonizing. And she's like, "Wow, how'd you know that?" And he's like,
"I wrote it."
And then when they leave, like when he leaves to like go into the room, he's like, "I'm just gonna go talk to Swan. It's gonna be super easy." La 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 la. And they hug, and it's this long, awkward hug while like the camera like pulls back, and it kills me every time because like Winslow is like all up on her.
It's
like
like,
he's like
Girl,
rubbing
let
into
go.
her.
It's like, let go.
get up, girl.
Get up, girl. You just met her.
It's
Like,
the same when he's like in the orgy.
Yes.
And they're like, it looks like a bunch of women. They're like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
and he's like, he low-key looks like, he's like, I don't know. Like,
I actually love any time that what's the girl's name? Phoenix dances.
Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Loki, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm like your mom with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Morgan, with Phoenix dancing. Because every time I show anyone, I'm like, I think she's like the worst dancer ever. It's because my mom says that every time we watch it.
I know. That's why I brought it up. I wanted you to
Horrific.
talk about
It's-
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I think
I like
honestly
her
that's good
song a lot, but-
characterization.
Oh.
Because honestly, I think it kind of balances out her and Winslow a little bit because like Winslow is like not like a super conventionally attractive guy, sure, like William Finley. He's in my opinion, he's kawaii with the big ass prescription on his like lenses, but like I feel like Phoenix is horrific dancing and everyone just like staring at her. Like no one is like clapping for her dancing, and it's really just her voice. Like I get why they're like, "You're not getting the solo, we're giving it to Beef."
Yeah.
Like like
Beef.
because Beef has more charisma in his pinky finger than Phoenix really does, to be honest, in my opinion. I love Beef.
I love Beef's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody. Oh no, that's Phoenix's
Yeah.
song. Yeah, somebody super like you. Beef Construction.
Dustin just sent me
Yeah.
a photo.
Yo, his prescription.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's William Finley's official IMDb profile picture.
Wow.
So if you
that's
guys want to look at the
beautiful. Go
photo
look it
that
up.
we're looking at,
Yeah.
go on his IMDb.
Did you know that when beef is like introduced and one of the it says that on one of the reporters is named Mr. Pizer, which the
Oh,
The
yeah.
DOP.
At the jet.
the DOP is Larry Pizer, so that's
Oh.
probably a
Wow.
reference to that
I would have done
as
that.
well.
I love sneaking in
I would've did that.
like Easter eggs
Oh,
like that,
interesting.
like
Especially
about
with
the cast.
names. Like,
Yeah.
it's like if you have like, you're just like, oh, I just need a random name. Like, why
Yeah.
not make that a
Like
reference?
in Materialists, they stand at a wall, and on the wall there's a poster, and on the poster it says Celine Song, who's the director of the film, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
fire. Actually, I'm
I
like,
love little things like that because it's like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you add it in? Like, why not? What do you
No,
got to
literally.
freaking lose?
that's what we did everywhere at VFS and all of our short films. We're like, oh, we need names for these posters. Let's use our names.
What about the name that is mine?
Literally.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always like, especially if it's like a
It's,
random character, because also like we got told that like when you're writing a script, like give every character a name, because even if they're not a big character, give every character a name, because like no actor really wants to audition for like waitress number 2.
Yeah.
So like you should have like an actual name on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, Dustin, for coming on. And
Yes.
Thank you for calling all the way across the continent and with the time
Yes.
change and everything.
Yeah, beloved
Yes.
Maiden Dustin.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are now a part of our royal court
Of course.
forever.
Is there anything
course,
you want
yeah,
to
I'm happy
plug
to
at
be here.
all?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Anything you trying to plug?
You know what? I will plug something. I'm gonna plug a commercial.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
gonna plug big business. I'm gonna
Wow.
plug. I'm a big fan of capitalism, and I'm gonna plug it. You should check out on Instagram the brand Shopify. They dropped the Black Friday commercial that I had a very, very small part in helping on. You should check that out. You cannot see any of my work on screen, but you should tap it up. You should take a look because it's sick.
For sure.
That's freaking epic.
That is epic.
Yeah.
So yeah, support big business. That's what I would say.
Yes. That's what we try to kind of promote.
And that's
Yeah.
the message of Phantom of the Paradise
Aside
as
from
well.
that, no.
That
Exactly.
is-
There is no repercussions to supporting big business. That is a big takeaway from Phantom of the Paradise.
100%.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
Thanks
Of
for coming
course.
on.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you
coming.
for coming on.
For everyone else, you'll catch us in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.